Hello everyone, I am Aaron, and it is not another day of Squirrels baseball. It is instead, I'm thinking it'll do the thing here. There we go, it's the All-Star Game. This year it's in Philadelphia. Oh, apparently Scott Kazmir is coming to the Cardinals for Adrian Beltre. Okay. Alright. So this was in the It All Matters era. So the winner of this does win that league home field advantage. I should have spent more time looking at the roster than I just did. I might pause and do that here in just a second. But yeah, here's Citizens Bank Ballpark. So Terry is starting at first. Holly's on the mound. Pujols has been playing second for the Cardinals all year. So he is your starting second baseman. Yeah, Marlins legend David Wright. For Coliseum, these are all, making sense. Although the Dodgers, apparently we broke them. They've only won 1 or 2 games since we played against them this last series. Alright, like I said, Pauly's starting us off. I expect most of the pitching staff is our team. Let me get a sense of what we got on the roster here, so I know I can try to get everybody into the game. Usually there's a pitcher that I can't get in. Oh, are we DHing? Or no, he's just not in the game. Okay. So Sky and Shopik got 3 catchers. Oh, who's Konerko play for these days? I guess we'll find out later. We got so many first basemen. Chief is on the roster. Shao and Ultimate both made it. So we got, I said, a ton of first basemen, so we're probably going to have some guys. I wonder if Hafner could also play third. Doesn't look like it. Matt Merton, there we go. Scott we just saw, though I don't think he really did anything against us, but he is on a first place team. So I just checked Hafner, didn't I? Delgado, also just first. Okay, so other than catchers, we'll rotate them every 3 innings. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infielders. 5 outfielders. Alright, I'm trying to come up with a plan. I'm not sure it's really coming together in my head. Oh, actually I have less guys than usual. Stitch, Shibuya, Hermita, Jonathan Gill, but there's, 3 non-Squirrel pitchers now. So. Alright, well, here we go. Jose Reyes at the plate. Pauly starts him off with a strike. Line drive out into center field. Is going to start things off with a double. Sure looks like it. Oh, and I should note that I am going to manage the National League roster because we are the defending National League champions. If there's ever a year where we don't make it to the World Series, I will let the computer make those determinations, but it's not come up yet. Other than the first year where I think I let the computer do it. It's been too long ago. I also have absolutely no memory of who has won these games. There is an All-Star Game playlist on the channel if you're interested to go back and see how that's worked out. Joe Mauer strikes out. Here's Chase Utley, who we did see earlier in the year in Tampa Bay. First pitch was in there for a strike. Second pitch out of the zone. Another called strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hawley 1 out away from getting around that leadoff double. He's got to get through Ryan Howard, who's now a Blue Jay. And that's not going to do it. Looks like the AL is going to strike first. Here is Alfonso Soriano. We just saw him as a Tiger. Is that in the World Series? Might have been. I can't remember for sure. He's got a 2-1 count. That pitch is up and out. Down in the dirt. That's a walk. 2 aboard with 2 outs. And here's Chipper Jones. Part of what's been a very good Seattle team, although they're in second right now behind the Astros. Line drive. Ooh, that might get out. Oh, off the base of the wall. Hawley in some trouble. It's 2-0 with 2 runners in scoring position and Manny Ramirez at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Popped foul, but it'll make the screen. That knuckleball misses. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The American League sends 7 batters to the plate and score 2 runs. They leave 2 out on the bases. David Wright's going to lead off for the National League. You can see the American League All-Stars. Johan Santana on the mound. That is a very good lineup. So the NL with an early hole to dig out of. He looks at strike 1. Hit into left field, but Soriano will have it. 1 away. There's Vernon Wells, who we just saw. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2. Foul back. Makes it 1-2. Or maybe it already was 1-2. Can't remember now. I'm still trying to think about how to work everybody in this game. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. So a 1-out single, and that will bring Pujols to the plate. Could be a real good way to get both those runs back, although Wells takes off. I don't know if that was advised, and he was thrown out. Not the sign I would have given. Well, Pujols at the plate with 2 outs and the base is empty now. Seems a lot less threatening. He's got a 1-1 count. That probably would have been a double play anyway, so that will end the first inning. American League leads 2-0. Vladimir Guerrero is going to lead off from the 8th spot. Hawley, as a starter, he will get 2 innings. Every other pitcher will get 1. Guerrero down 0-2. Popped up for call, waiting for it. Makes the grab. So Santana will hit here. Not the biggest fan of the DH, but I do think it should happen in all-star games. Santana strikes out. Oh, 2 down. Sorry about that 0-2. 2 away, nobody on base. Back to the top of the order where Reyes started off things with a double. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment. He will go down swinging. Much better second inning for Pauly. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. Adam Dunn is going to start things off for the National League, who still trail 2-0. Santana starts him off with a fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. In the air, but not very far. Santana going almost back by second, but he is the one to make the grab. So here is Terry. So he'll play the first 3 innings because we have a ton of first basemen. I just got to figure out who's going to actually play first and who's going to play out of position. Terry puts this into shallow center field. Ramirez is just going to make the catch. Almost fell in for a hit, but not quite. So here's Brian McCann. He will look at strike 1. Fouls that one off right by the first base coach. Swings at 1 in the dirt for strike 3. All right, go to the top of the third. Still a 2-0 AL lead, and Joe Mauer will lead it off. All right. So let's... Well, still want to keep the right-left thing, so we will go Graves for now.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for the National League, number 44, Graves.
Mauer struck out in his first at-bat. And looks at strike 1 here. Slider in the dirt. It's a called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. Chase Utley also struck out in his first at-bat. And after that's where the real trouble started for Pauly. Scott Utley down 0-2. Pulled that one way foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So here's Ryan Howard, had an RBI single, I do believe, if I remember right. Now my computer's wanting to do an update, so definitely not right now. Howard strikes out, so a 1-2-3 inning for Graves. So Andrew Jones is going to lead off for the NL. Still a 2-0 lead for the American League. Santana's still out there. Andrew Jones takes strike 1. I guess a few guys will get just a pinch hit appearance, and that's okay. Jones with an 0-2 count. A little bloop into center. Ramirez, again, makes the catch. He's doing a great job for not really being a center fielder. So here's Rafael for call. He looks at strike 1. This one down by his feet. Slurve right in the middle of the plate for call, let it go by. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right. Who is just going to be a pinch hitter? I Maybe one of the outfielders. Yeah, let's have Matt Merton be a pinch hitter. Matt Merton, a Dodger now. If you remember that, we just played them right at the, well, I guess technically right at the end of June and into July. He's got a 1-1 count. He'll look at a ball. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Johan Santana one hits the National League order the first time through. And that one hit was Vernon Wells, who then immediately got caught stealing. So it is 9 up, 9 down on an all-star team. Not too shabby. All right, let's go right-handed. So we will go, I'm not sure which Bennett this is, but there we go.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for the National League, number 30,
Jeff Bennett. So we've not seen the Braves yet this year, so. Soriano drew a walk in his first at-bat. He will start off with the ball here. Ground ball to short. For call will have that. 1 away. Here's Chipper Jones. Looks at strike 1. I want to say he singled in his at-bat. Or actually, no, he might have doubled. Puts this one right on the left field line. Will this be a double as well? It is. The AL with another scoring threat. Here's Manny Ramirez. Oh, we got a wild pitch. You think these are battery mates right now, so you think that's not when that would happen. But here we are, runner on third with 1 out. Manny Ramirez just has to get it to the outfield. He's got a 2-1 count. He grounds to short. Runner's coming home. For call goes home, and Chipper Jones is cut down at the plate. So here's Vlad Guerrero. Runner on first with 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. That changeup bounces in. High hop. Looks like David Wright will have it. Will he have a play? He just gets Guerrero. Probably warned to the replay, but he didn't get one. Oh, shoot. That was not supposed to be McCann's inning.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for the American League, number 52.
Sergio Mitre is going to come in to pitch. Can I say, man, I messed this up a lot. Gosh dang it. All right, I think he'll stay in until the 4.5 mark. First pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Gosh dang it. I'm really kicking myself here. Wright strikes out on 3 pitches. Vernon Wells. Actually, we'll keep him in there until the 4.5 mark as well, because I'm going to use another outfielder anyway, for a pinch hit appearance. He's down 0-2. Popped foul. Mauer should have room, and he does make the catch. Let's also keep Pujols in here. He's got a 2-0 count. I'm sorry. I'm really upset at myself here for messing this up. He's got a 3-1 count. Now a full count with 2 outs but nobody on base. Looks at strike 3. Well, it was a good idea. We go to the 5th inning. A couple guys are going to get shorted here. And I am so mad about it. Alright, so first of all, let's go Jonathan to pitch. Out in the field. Guess we'll put Shopik in next. Nerko in at first. So many first basemen, jeez. Okay, so Dunn and Konerko are just going to get shorted. Or Shopik and Konerko, sorry. So my apologies to those guys. Mitre is still going to hit. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Fouled off. The pitch misses inside. Makes it a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, Jose Reyes then has doubled and struck out so far. Scored the first run of today's game. He's got a 1-1 count. That pitch stays high. Ground ball for call to first. 2 away. Joe Mauer has struck out in both at-bats so far today. He looks at a slider for strike 1 here. Fouled that off his foot to make it 0-2. Called strike 3, slider to the outside corner. So now we're going to get the big change here. Although, for just a minute, it's going to be one at a time. Adam Dunn is one of those that will change. Dunn is playing out in left. So we'll put Scott out there. I guess that is where he plays and all. Scott batting cleanup for the division-leading Diamondbacks, though he didn't do anything against us when we just played them. We'll see what he can do here in the All-Star game. Mitre starts him off with ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. None of them have been very close, to be real clear here. There's a grooved in strike to make it 3-1. Scott taking all the way. Pops this one up. Mitre will take it himself behind the mound for the first out. So here's Konerko, apparently a Giant. Giant's not having a good year, but apparently Konerko's doing okay. He'll take strike 1. Fouls that one off. Lines this one off down the right field stands. Still 0-2. Ground ball right towards third. Chipper Jones playing over there. Gets it over in time. All right, so here's Kelly Shopik. The Rockies had moved into second place in the NL West. I don't remember if they're still there or not. The record's not great, but like I said, the Dodgers are falling apart. Looks like Shopik's going to pop out in foul ground. So we're going to move into the 6th inning, so we'll do all the rest of our defensive changes here and also change pitchers. So get Rich Harden out there. Chief will come in and play third. He's about the only other position player we've got. Let's have Nick Johnson play shortstop. This lineup's going to be heinous. Delgado to play second. Shao will come in and play center field. Ultimate will go into right. We'll have one of those guys come in for the late innings at first. Sky will come in the late innings. We've got Hafner and Chavez left over for some pinch hitting.
Your attention, please. Now coming up to pitch for the National League, number 40, Rich Harden.
I'll say I did get to go to Rich Harden's Cubs debut in reality. Cubs ended up winning that game in extra innings in a game they definitely should have won in regulation, but win's a win. I already forgot who that was at the plate. They got a base hit up the middle. Ryan Howard. Oh, gosh dang it. Who was that? Howard has an 0-2 count. He will go down looking. Right, here's Alfonso Soriano, has walked and ground out. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one to short. Will it be double play? Not with this infield. Here's Chipper Jones, who has doubled in both at-bats. Runner on first with 2 outs. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's still just those 2 runs from back in the first as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Shao is going to lead it off. He will pop the first pitch up, and it looks like Chipper's going to have it. 1 down. Here comes Nick Johnson playing shortstop today. As he looks at strike one. Hits this one. Oh, diving play by Chipper. Does he have enough to get the out? He does not. Good play, but it is a infield hit. So let's have Indy Chavez come in here to pinch hit. That I'm pretty sure was still only the 2nd National League hit today. As Chavez looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Almost gets hit by that fastball. Hit into left field, but it's foul. 1-2 the count. Looks at strike 3. Now here's Chief making, I think, his all-star debut. He might have made one other team, maybe. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Looks at strike 2. Fouled away. Check over on first again. Line drive up the middle. That will be a base hit. Johnson does not go to third. 2 aboard with 2 outs for ultimate. He puts it into left center field. That will get down. 1 run is going to come in. Chief turning. No, he does not. He stays at third. So a 2-1 game. Carlos Delgado with 2 runners in scoring position. Swings and misses at a slurve. Pops this foul, but it will make the seats. Hits this one into right. Guerrero should have it. And he does. But we go into the 7th inning. Now a 2-1 American League lead. Caicedo's going to lead things off. The former Diamondback. I think he's a Mariner now, if I remember right. Let's see. Let's go with Gill to pitch. And out in the field, it's Sky's turn to catch. And I'm going to put Derek Lee into field. And that'll leave Travis Hafner for a pinch hit appearance with possibly the game on the line.
Now coming on to pitch for the National League, number 21.
Oh, Astros. Misremembered. My apologies. First ball, a curveball in that is not in the zone. Fastball is, though. It's a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss on the curve. Makes it 1-1. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. One away. Here's Vlad Guerrero, who is 0 for 2. First pitch misses in the dirt. This one's fouled away. That'll make it 1-1. Ground ball to short. Johnson over to first. 2 away. Mitre's going to get to hit again. He struck out in his first at-bat. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Oh, almost hits him. Mitre has to spin out of the way of that pitch. And doesn't get him to chase the sinker. It's now a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go to the 7th inning stretch. American League still leading 2-1. Luke Scott's going to lead off after the break.
Now please rise and join the singer.
All right, the American League is going to change pitchers and bring Ibar on. Which really has you wondering why they didn't pinch hit, but I can only control our side. Scott flew out in his first at-bat. So he looks at strike 1. Grounds this one over to short. Reyes will take care of that. 1 away. Here is Derek Lee with his first at-bat. Watches a ball. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. That is up and out. 2-1. It'll pop up back to Ibar. 2 away. Here's Sky with his first at-bat. He is definitely an offensive catcher. Line drive out into left, but right to Soriano. And that will end the inning. We go into the 8th. The American League back up to the top of their order. They lead by 1 in both the runs and the hits column. All right, get Chad Cordero out there. Reyes, 1 for 3. Got a leadoff double. Has not reached base since as he looks at strike one. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. A pop-up. Derek Lee will wait for it just in foul ground and make the catch. One down. Here's Joe Mauer, who has struck out in all 3 at-bats today. And looks at strike one here. Looks at strike two, the same pitch. Hits this one through the middle, his first hit of the day. Chase Utley, 1 for 3. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one. So they check over on first. This pitch up and in. And that one misses outside. It's a 2-1 count. There's a called strike to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here is Ryan Howard. He is 1 for 3, a single and 2 strikeouts. Looks at strike one. And that's going to be a base hit out in the left field. Scott will get it in, but not before. The throw probably really should have gone to second to keep Howard there, but it did not. So instead, the American League has 2 runners in scoring position, though there are 2 outs. Well, we're going to get a pinch something here. Pinch runner. Carl Crawford's going to come on to run for Mauer. Oh, that almost was a wild pitch. We do have battery mates out there again. It's not exactly by design, but it worked out. But fisted this one off to second. Delgado takes care of that, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Shaw to lead off for the National League. They still need a run to get all the way back into this game. So Crawford's going to stay and play left, and Soriano will leave. Posada, who is now a Tiger, is going to come in to catch. Shaw swings over the top of the changeup and is behind on a fastball and looks at a slur for strike 3. Johnson got a base hit in his first at-bat. Trying to think he's on the... he's one that came around to score the only National League run of the game. He's got an 0-2 count right now. Puts this out into right field. Guerrero gets there. 2 away, and here comes our last bullet in the chamber. Travis Hafner to come in and pinch hit, and, you know, if he puts it over the fence, that'd be just fine with me. First pitch is called a strike. Down in the dirt. That pitch is too high. It's 2-1. It's called a strike. 2-2. Fouled back. Line drive into right field, and it will fall in for a 2-out single. Here is Chief, who already has a base hit today. Looks at a pitch low. Hits this one into right. Guerrero is not going to get to that one either. That puts runners on the corners, Ultimate at the plate. Tying run 90 feet away, but there are 2 outs. Ultimate fouls the first pitch back. This one catches the inside corner to make it 0-2. Pitch a bit low. Good take by Ultimate. Fouled away. We'll try it again. Oh, popped it up back to Ibar. And that promising inning ends up with a 0. We go into the 9th. Chipper Jones to lead it off for the American League. They are looking for some insurance runs. So I guess we'll go to Johnston.
Your attention,
All right. Chipper is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. So he looks at a ball. This one a bit outside. That'll make it 2-0. Fouled away. It's 2-1 now. Sinker bounces in. It's a 3-1 count. That sinker gets a swing and a miss to make it a full count. Throws it again, and it's put into left field for a base hit. Should be kept at a single, though. Here's Caicedo, struck out in his first at-bat. He'll look at a ball. Looks at a strike. 1-1. Sinker gets away. It's going to move a runner into scoring position with nobody out. Called strike on a high fastball makes it 2-2. Big strikeout there with a swing and a miss. We are now going to get a pinch runner. Amizaga? I'm not sure who that is. Going to come in to run for Chipper Jones. We're going to intentionally walk Vladimir Guerrero to set up double plays and bring the pitcher to the plate. They are going to let Ibar hit. Seems like a gift to us as Ibar swings and misses. Hits a ground ball. Only plays to first. So it ends up like a bunt. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Getting another pinch runner. Dan Ugla is going to come in to run for Vlad Guerrero. Reyes looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Down at the knees. Swing and a miss on the sinker. It got interesting, but Johnston out of there without giving up a run. National League needs 1 run here to stay alive in this ball game. Carlos Delgado will lead it off. All right, you got some defensive changes. The big one here is Frankie Rodriguez coming in to try to get the save in this game. Delgado flew out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a curveball. That one bounces in. Swing and a miss. It's all been curveballs so far. And there's a fastball, and it's popped up for Posada to make the out. Here's Scott. He's 0 for 2. He's going to pop up in front of the plate, so Rodriguez will grab this one. National League down to their final out, and it's Derek Lee. Flew out in his first at-bat. That pitch is in the dirt. In the dirt again, makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss. National League down to their final strike. And it's fouled off Lee's foot. He's going to have to be okay, whether he likes it or not. Looks at strike 3 on a slider. The American League wins this year's All-Star game by a score of 2-1. Both those runs came in the first inning, and the National League just could not come all the way back. Had threats, but couldn't make good on them. All right, Ryan Howard is going to be your All-Star MVP. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be back to regular action on Friday. I don't remember who we play or where, but I promise we'll have a game for you on Friday. We'll see you then.